Okay, so I was under my crawl space the other day and I saw a little puddle of water, and I had to figure out where it was coming from, and it seemed like it was coming from underneath this bathroom sink. And so after further inspection, I could see that there's corrosion happening between this galvanized pipe and the copper. And so they say it lasts about, that connection would be 50 years before it starts leaking, and it's been 48 years. So it makes sense that this is dripping. So it would probably be good to, just look around the house to see if you have any joints like that, and make sure that they're not dripping. Thankfully, I caught it pretty early, but if this was in a wall or in between two floors, this could be a disaster. So what we're going to do here is we tried unscrewing this from the T-fitting, and the pipe just broke because it's so corroded. So what we're doing is we're cutting it right here, and then we're just going to pull this whole thing out, and we're going to put in a new T-joint and a new valve and fix it. But if you want to see real quick, this was the other one we took out. That was that's how corroded it was on the inside, and then this was the other pipe. So you can see where we cut it and took it out. We're gonna do it to the other one, and then we'll put in some joint fittings, and we'll show you what it looks like after. So you can see here where we cut off the hot water and then the cold water pipe, and we're just gonna basically have to put new piping on it. And I'm not gonna show all those details just because there's a bunch of plumbing videos out there that are really good for it. But the main thing is to just recognize that this is probably happening in a lot of houses, and it's something good to check. Like I said, the lifetime of those joints are usually 50 years before they start leaking. We're going to replace these with copper, so this never happens again. But when there's two dissimilar metals, eventually that's what's going to happen. So just be on the lookout for that. I did just want to go ahead and show you what we ended up doing. You can see, like, over here, that's where we cut it. We did put sharp bite on here, but if it does leak, it'll go right to the crawl space, so it'll be pretty visible. And then this T we've soldered that before we brought it in here, but we just did this T. We kept this pipe, we just cleaned it, soldered it here, soldered this new pipe, put on a new valve in the supply line, and we're good to go. So we're gonna do that to the other side. But as far as like how to do it and everything, there's a lot of good videos on that, but I just want to show you that this is what we ended up doing for the fix, and the total cost is about $60.